Hey, where are you? We got a seat waiting for you here in the Delmarva Life audience. We would absolutely love to have you in Historic Studio D. To book your seat, just visit delmarvalife.com and click on the show tab. You'll find it right there on the side of the page. It's the ticket tab under For Our Audience, or you can just give us a call, 443-880-9116.
Well, as we get older, the holiday season is often a time when we reflect on what it was like when we were a child. You may remember when your father took you Christmas shopping to find the perfect gift for your mother.
Or you might look back to a time when your crazy uncle came over Christmas Eve wearing the tackiest holiday sweater you had ever seen.
Whether by holiday music, the smell of cookies, baking, or a classic TV show, it's always nice when those memories are sparked. And that's why two local women are transforming a barn into a step back in time, and it's all for a good cause.
Sharon Cooper and Patty Scott have decades of antiquing experience between them. Patty started when she was young.
I just have always had an interest in history and the way people lived in the early 1900s and before, and especially farm life. So I have been interested and have been shopping in antique stores pretty much ever since I could drive myself there.
Sharon's passion began about 11 years ago when she first went to an auction with her father.
Every year I would hear him say, I'm going to my sale, I'm going to my sale. So this particular Christmas break, I'm like, I'm going to go to this sale with you. And what the sale was, even though he called it a sale, was an auction.
And that's all it took for Sharon to be hooked.
I didn't even buy anything at the first auction I went to. Did not bid, did not buy, but it was absolutely just, it was like an adrenaline rush. I just loved the auction.
Eventually, Sharon and Patty met at an antique consignment store and got to talking.
When she said, well, I've always wanted to do a barn sale. I've seen them in magazines. And then I'm like, well, I've got a barn.
So in October of 2006, they, along with another friend, had their first barn sale in a barn behind Sharon's house. They called it Three Chicks Barn Sale.
The third chick, as we say, flew the coop. It's a lot of work.
But Sharon and Patty knew they were on to something and wanted to do it again.
It was beyond our expectations.
Absolutely.
And that's why that just gave us the push to keep going. And
the Two Chicks Barn Sale eventually moved to a new location across the road from Sharon's house. They started with 2 barn sales a year. Now they have 3.
In 2008, we decided to add the Christmas sale in. So we backed the October one up to September and then threw the Christmas one in too.
They've also found a way to use their talent and finds to raise money for charity with a $5 admission this Thursday night.
So when we did decide to do the admission, but we didn't want the money for us. So then that's when we just said, okay, well, it's around Christmas time, we'll give it to Toys for Tots.
So for 11 months out of the year, Sharon and Patty are busy shopping for their 3 barn sales. They take December off to spend with family. That means they have to know what people want.
We kind of decorate how we like our homes decorated.
So Patty, this is definitely an antique.
it is, and I try to buy them whenever I can get them for a decent price. Obviously, nobody's going to type out a term paper on this. It does still work, but nobody's going to type a letter or a term paper on this. But it is a very popular item. People use them to decorate in their homes, and especially if you have an interest in journalism or if you like to write. It's just a neat thing to have in your house.
It is neat. I like it.
With only 3 sales a year, the anticipation has time to build.
I mean, it's like Christmas for us. We won't sleep Wednesday night, probably. We'll sleep some, but it'll be just like when you were a kid at Christmas waiting for Santa Claus, because we get really excited about doing these.
And the Barn Chicks don't plan on stopping anytime soon.
We may have to get more help even than we do now from other people lifting heavy furniture. My nephews help us out with that. But I hope we hang in there forever.
And we would neither one do this by ourselves. It would be no fun.
The Two Chicks Barn Sale is Thursday night from 5 to 9. The barn is located on Columbia Road between Delmar and Mardella Springs.
There's a lot of neat things in there.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, maybe it's got you thinking about all the holiday shopping that you still need to get done. Well, up next on Delmarva Life, we want to help. We're going to announce 2 winners today in our Holiday Guide gift card giveaway.
Plus, most of us recognize Jordan Sparks as the singer? Well, tonight she's playing actress as she guest stars on CSI. We'll hear from her next to find out why she likes the small screen so much.
But first, it's the perfect weather to snuggle up with some warm cocoa. In today's handy how-to tip, Rachel Ray has a couple of neat ideas for the sweet treat.
Here's a couple of tips to really warm you up during hot cocoa season. First, start with real whipped cream, pipe out little rosettes, hop the tray of whipped cream into the freezer, and anytime the kids want, they have cold whipped cream meringues to put into their hot cocoa. Also, pop a whole tray of marshmallows onto a baking sheet, pop that under the broiler, and you have instant 45-second s'mores. How about that?